Hello, hello. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing fantastic. It is another brilliant sunny day here in London, and I'm of course out to enjoy the weather and take pictures. And today I'll be out with one of the most difficult lenses for street photography. I'm going to reveal later what it is, because now it's in my bag so I can't show you. It's a full manual lens. I really enjoy it, and I use it mostly in studio, but I've used it in the street as well with very nice results, although because it's a full manual lens, it's not always ideal in the fast-paced situations in the street, but it's a really nice lens. And so today I'm out to see if I can take full advantage of it in the streets of London in this amazing weather for some more photography in harsh light. I mean, I'm gonna do this series for as long as the sun lasts in London, which is probably gonna be tomorrow. It's gonna be showers, I guess, thunderstorms. But what can you do? London being London, that's what you always expect, and that's why you really must enjoy when the weather is this nice. I'm so loving it. And I'm almost arrived. Can start taking the camera out now and attach this mysterious lens to it. I think you're gonna enjoy this. Okay, so it's not a mystery anymore. It is the Mitacon 35mm f/0.95 Speedmaster. And like I said, it's a manual lens. Could be tricky to use, especially wide open, but that's how I'll try to use it, because otherwise what's the point? I could simply use a Fujifilm lens, either the f1.4 or the f2, probably mostly the f2, like the lenses I use the most in the streets. I have a few tricks that I can use to make my life easier when using this lens in the street. So first of all, I'm going to activate the peak highlight in the manual mode, so I can see red lines wherever my subject is in focus. And also, to make these red lines stand out more, I am gonna set my camera to shoot in black and white. So I will see red lines onto the black and white scene. Now the raw file will be in color, or maybe I'll keep the black and white, I don't know yet. But at least it's gonna make my life easier when trying to focus on a subject. But I'm not gonna only use this wide open, I'll still use the f5.6, 6.4, 7.1 and 8, depending on the scene I'm shooting. But I'll try to keep it as wide open as possible. That's why it's probably one of the most difficult lenses to shoot in the street, if you want to take full advantage of its capabilities, of course. So, yeah, enough talking. It's time to hit the street. Now, because this is such a tricky lens to use, I'm gonna need both hands to operate the camera and the lens. So I'm gonna switch to the GoPro for the POV, and then I'm gonna add some B-roll shot with the phone whenever I have the hands free for it. Can't hold the iPhone in between myself and the camera while I shoot, because I will need both hands to operate the lens. Yeah, switching the iPhone off now, and I'll see you later. So yeah, tough lens to use if you're not really familiar with shooting with full manual lenses. But in the end, it's really only a matter of using it extensively and then getting used to it until it becomes second nature, really. There are, of course, a few tricks you can use, and I explained them earlier. First of all, it's easier if you switch to a black and white profile, if your camera allows, because this helps you not seeing any distraction, because you won't have subjects and colors fighting for attention the whole time. You only have shapes, which really helps you in this particular case with manual lenses. But it's something I do very often, even with the normal Fujifilm autofocus lenses. And if you want to see how I shoot in black and white, I'll put a link in the description below so you can see my recipe for black and white. Also, once you switch to black and white, you can use the peak highlight feature, so you can have accent color that will tell you which of the parts in the scene will be in focus. And if you're in black and white, of course, you only have this accent color. So this again helps you very much to understand what's in focus and what's not. Also, if your camera has it, it's great to have burst mode and use it, because when you shoot open wide, even only one step can make a difference. So your subject can be out of focus in just the blink of an eye. So burst mode really help you here. So the Metacon 35mm Speedmaster F095 is really a fun lens to use. It's not just for portraits, although it's really good at that, but you can use it in the straight as well. And also, always keep in mind that capturing the moment is more important than a pin-sharp photo. So if you don't get it right, it may not even matter. It's the moment that really matters. It's what the photography tells to the viewer and to yourself. So don't be afraid of manual lenses, full manual lenses. They're really fun to use. You can get very good results. It may take some time, but in the end, you'll be very pleased with what you can achieve.